Acolyte's Afterlife is now a knowledge card. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense that it has to be specified for the Afterlife, but not for the Warcry. And I think knowledge is good.
Oof.
Oh, I think in keeping the wording should be updated because drawing cards is not really a thing anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, if it's during resource phase, it should probably just say draft instead of draw, and then everything is fine.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how it is intended.
Remember to write in the tournament who won the first game, by the way.
Okay. I'll just do it.
Okay.
Okay, then enjoy the game.
Yeah, you too. Have fun.
I draw a villager.
Okay, me too.
I go to one inside. Oh, no, maybe I just keep one silver and draw a second villager. Your turn.
I will gain one inside and get the second villager.
Mm. Okay. I gain 3 silver and a card draw. I play Acolyte and I draw Prophecy. Your turn.
Yeah, I just go to 3 inside and buy double Felagi.
Yeah, I move to the Sacred Grove. Mm. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I think I prefer to keep one more silver and buy a Berserker. And then it's your turn.
Okay, a berserker. Interesting. Okay. I will move like this, buy a Volva and actually put it on the wall. And I have 1 silver left. And then it's your turn.
Alright. Mm. then I go to the battlefield with my berserker. I draw one card, gain 3 silver and 1 knowledge. I play Growth on Berserker, so
Okay.
it's at 5 attack,
Yeah, of course.
and now I attack. And if you don't block with Vulva, I choose Vulva as a target.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And
That's
your leader
pretty bad.
takes 1 damage. I think that feels exactly like my Vulva lost last game.
I think it's even worse because the I mean
Be-
now we just have the same number of units. And I know maybe before it was two, but the Velva is a larger part of my total stuff than
yes,
was.
maybe. But
Yeah.
in the last game, it was similar. We had
Yes, it was.
approximately the same units, and after that, uh, you had 2 Velvas and Huskal, and I had 1 Velva, and I think the unit which I had instead of Huskal was just a Mimir's follower,
Yeah. Okay,
which,
and maybe also in this case you had to spend a Wrath to kill my Velva, and I in that situation didn't really need to spend anything. It was just you didn't block, so and
yeah, it was just a huge mistake. And Feud is not a game where it's easy to catch up.
yeah, I don't know if it's even worth playing out now.
So I definitely want to play Bounty. So I get, oh, and
Yeah, sure.
yeah, right. I got 3 silver and I spent 3 again. So I'm at 2 and now at 3. Yeah, and you have to decide whether you want to play it out.
No, I
I
think I just
played,
give up and we can play round three. That I think
okay.
it won't be a really interesting game from this point on.
Yeah, probably I should have resigned in the game before some moves earlier.
Unless you plan to do a similar mistake this game, then I can maybe catch up. But
I
okay,
don't
you
plan
can
it,
save
but
your mistake for game three. It's fine.
okay.
So then before setting up the new game, I can decide if I want to go first or second. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think I will go second.
So you're actually calling the game here?
Yes.
Interesting. Huh.
You think it's worth playing out?
I mean, since you've already decided, otherwise I wouldn't comment on it. But
Yeah,
I would say these two positions are pretty much identical.
really? Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe maybe I overestimated the difference because Roth is also Jonas just spent
Yeah, so
3 silver and a card.
Yeah.
So I would have played this game out from here because, like, Jonas is at 0 insight because of his play, right? He might have killed your Volva, but you're up a lot of insight. You're down 1
Right.
health, but he doesn't have anything else to do this turn, and you're on 0 silver, right, Jonas?
No, I'm at 3.
After
Yeah.
playing Roth?
Yes.
Ah,
So
yeah.
I was at 2 silver and I got the third
Oh, yeah, from,
bounty.
yeah.
So I have some silver for next turn, and I think I'm ahead, but it's
I also think you're ahead.
not as clear as in the last game.
No. Like,
Yeah.
you have a lot of options
Okay.
left for you here. You could even Norseman on your turn and start, like, battling the other way. Because you gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have 1. So that's a possibility. You could also start going into Acolytes to chump block after that, or Shieldbringers to chump block. You can start going for Witches, and then you can go for Vengeful Souls eventually. I don't think this game is over by any stretch of the imagination, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, probably. But now it's too late. Now I called it.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for your feedback. It's very helpful to just to better assess the situation.
I have done your exact situation so many times you don't even want to know. Where I just go, oh yeah, my plan's out the window. I don't know what to do. I'm dead. Next game. But like, because we are in a tournament, or even though it's very small and blah blah blah, I would still have like tried to realistically look at like, okay, so what is my next turn and what is his next turn, and just to try to take it from there. And if you don't feel like your turn and his turn are comparable in terms of he has more advantage, then I might have considered it. But I don't think you're dead from this position.
Yeah.
Like, you're very close to being able to open Plague, for instance, which I think is a very underrated card in most games. Because he doesn't have any insights, right? So he can't play his Falagis.
But Plague is... I don't think Plague is a good card in this situation because I have Bounty, so I always get 1 silver
Yeah, I
out
have
of
Bounty
Plague.
too, with the
Okay.
idea that maybe if a plague comes down or something.
Yes, then it's maybe okay.
Like, because even in this situation, going like this, for instance, right? Drawing the Plague, playing an Acolyte, right? You could even do this and play Acolyte so your Acolyte doesn't die immediately. Because the problem here for Jonas is that he has no insight left. So if you flip Plague on his next turn, if he moves down to play Falagi, for instance, then he will only ever realistically get to play the Falagis and nothing else for insight. And you get to play stuff like, you could start going up again and playing Vengeful Souls, which would put an insane clock on him. Because you have the advantage of you losing units later than him. It's only a question at that point is, do you die before you get him to not have enough economy to win the game? And I don't really know the answer.
Yeah.
I didn't even see Griffin was in the pool. That's even better. So you could like have played Acolyte this turn and done like, oh, that's an insane flip. You could have done this, played Acolyte, had 2 silver left over, played Shieldbringer. And then you could have sacrificed the Acolyte, played Geffen the next turn to get the Acolyte back.
No.
Why?
Acolyte
No,
is
it's
too
Oh,
expensive
we
be brought
nerfed it
back.
again. Oh. Never mind.
Okay,
I
was
suck.
it 3 or less before?
It used to
or
be
what
3 just before the nerf.
Okay.
But it used to be draw it to your hand, so you have to pay the cost again before the market mat was introduced. So
I've never played with Not in the Market. It used to be 3, and then you would move it to the battlefield, and we thought that was a little bit nuts.
Okay.
It was probably too strong. And it's still a strong card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will set up game 3 then.
All right. Yeah. Did you note down how long your game was? Otherwise, I can figure out.
So, now it's.
I got it.
Okay.
That was player 1 that won, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and you decided to beat player 2 again, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's see what happens in the last game.
You played a game for 18 minutes there. That did not take you very long compared to your first game being an hour and 1 minute.
Yeah,